What happened? What happened? Sleep. She is very cranky. She's super cranky today. Okay, things are, literally go out of my mind. I connected my wire of laptop, but I forgot to switch on the button and then it just got shut off. When you have kids, there's home, there's responsibility, there's career, and then you have a sick kid, then everything is lost. Anyways, yes, Mahira was telling me something. Mariam also told me that she made something, but it seems that his brother has thrown it somewhere. Right, Mariam? Mariam?
Yes, ma'am. We
What was it
made like a little toy spear for. We made a little. It was out of waste craft paper from a craft we did. We made a little toy spear for him. He just used it a bit too harshly. It broke, and I didn't know he threw it until now when I asked him where it was.
He said that he's thrown.
Yeah.
Fine, but at least,
I think
you've made an attempt of making it. That is something that really matters. Thank you. Thanks a lot. What about Mariam? I'm sorry, Mariam. Mahira?
Ma'am, the shoes I'm gonna throw it. It was red like this here. It's fully red. I
Can you
just
show it to me
decorated.
properly?
Wait,
I'm not able to see it.
1 minute. Look, I just painted.
What is it?
it's a shoe.
You shoe and you like kind of decorated it. Wow.
Yes, I have painted.
Painted it. And how did you paint it? Like those fabric paints and all?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, fabric or acrylic, I think so.
Yes, yeah, okay, the acrylic paint. Oh, that's really
Now
nice.
I
You just
can
painted.
wear. It's
And
like I
was
have
it,
a new shoe.
was it a black shoe earlier?
Yes.
Was it a black shoe earlier?
No, here it's fully a red. It was a red shoe from here.
Okay, and
Right.
now you've painted so
I painted first white, then colored this blue, pink, and white. Right.
wow, wow, wow. I want to show this on the YouTube. Give me an idea. How do I include it? Because see, if it is there in a part of a video, it will hardly get noticed. Just give me an idea from your end. What do I do so that I can keep all these things
Ma'am,
on my
you
yes?
can
You can
put her on spotlight or you can pin her. You can
Sorry,
either
can you
do-
please repeat?
You can either put her on spotlight or either that or you can pin her.
And
Then
how
it
to
will
do
come.
that? Like I can do on the YouTube video that I upload.
No,
No,
on
ma'am,
Zoom.
you
Like when it
can
is
do.
recording, now you can just pin her. Or you can
Is the
put her on
option? Can you please
spotlight.
tell me so that I can
Ma'am,
pin her
can I
right
just
away?
post it on Google Classroom?
Sorry.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, can I post on Google Classroom this?
Yes, you can definitely post it on the Google Classroom also. And about the pinning,
Ma'am,
Amna,
or else she can make another video means a
another video
separate.
just for a show will be a little, was
Ma'am,
I want
just
it like to
double
highlight
click
this
on
part of
Mahira.
my video. Yes, beta.
Just double click on Mahira.
This double click
Like,
on Myra, where like when she's kind of showing it to me,
yes.
that is what she'll be pinned in it.
Yes.
And then if I upload it on YouTube, so that thing will be shown.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It will be shown.
Okay, so I want
Just
Amina, I want Sarah, and I want Mahira showing all your stuffs together. Is there anybody else who's made something?
Ma'am, I just made that what I showed you na flower one.
Yes, that's completely fine. Only it's like your efforts that you're trying to do something, you're trying to do something for the nature, that is what matters. It doesn't matter how simple or how great the thing is. Okay, starting with Mahira, please show me your shoe, beta.
ma'am, first pin her. Have you pinned her?
How do I pin her? Like,
Just
double
click
click on
on
her.
her, double click on her video. Then it will get pinned.
I'm not getting it. Like, what exactly? Because like she's getting freezed when I'm double clicking on it on her.
No, ma'am. Means you can just double click.
Just yeah, she has some network issues. Like since the past days, she's having some network issues.
Okay. Until she gets normal, Amina, please show me your work, beta.
Yes, ma'am. Can you see, ma'am?
Yes, I can see it properly. Yes, with your face, with your face. I want to see it with your face. That you've made it. I want to see your face with the. I want to see it again with your face.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Just wait a minute. I'll just go to another place and I'll show you.
Okay. Up till then, will Sarah show it to me?
Yes, ma'am. I will.
Yes.
Myra is back. Myra, can you show it to me? Yes. Wow.
Ma'am, now can you see?
Very sure that whether it is getting pinned or not, because when I double click it now, how do I explain it to you?
Wait, ma'am, I'll show you.
Yes.
Can you just give the option of share screen?
Okay, I'll just give you share screen as in like I would allow you to share the screen, right?
Yeah, then I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
Google Classroom presenter.
Oh yes, can you now share the screen, beta?
Yeah, just. So you can just click on this, like
Wait, I have to just close this window.
where is should be here only. It's not here.
I don't know what have I done to the screen.
It was my screen. Just go in Zoom and double click.
On Zoom.
Yeah, in the Zoom meeting which we are in.
Yes.
And then like you can see
Okay.
like anyone, like double click on their videos.
See, can you now share your screen? Yes. Yes.
So like you can see like this video, like and yeah, like for example, then you can just double click on it and then it will show like on the recording.
On the recording.
Yeah, just not share your screen, just pin it. Like
Okay.
wait, I'll just join it from my phone, then I'll show you how to do it.
Okay. Okay. That will be fine. I know I'm kind of, taking so much of time, but then I really want to show this in my video. That is the only reason that I'm putting it so much.
Ma'am, I am in my phone, so can I show you?
Yes, yes, please, if you can show it to me. That'd be very easy for me then. Yes, okay. This is how the window will look. Okay. So in case if I want to pin somebody, what did you do? You just double clicked on my name. So how would it? How would that
Yes.
look? Can you just do it once again?
Just click on someone who has a video.
Oh,
Sarah, click on someone who has a video. Yeah, like this. Ma'am, did you get it?
yes, kind of. Okay, I'll just try it. Let me see if that happens, or else then I'll attach the pictures. Okay, Mahira, can you just show me your shoe? Wow, I just can't take my eyes off it. Okay, that's great. Okay, yes, she has been pinned. Okay, I want Amina and Sarah.
Okay. Can you see?
Yes, again, you've got pinned, and now it's Sarah. Sarah, can you just show me your flower? Yes. Wow. Thank you so much, kids. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for making things that are so creative. Thank you once again. Okay.
Okay.
Kind of put in the half of the lecture in this, but then I'm very happy today. I don't mind investing it in something that is productive. Okay. Give me a second. We'll just share my screen. Okay, so we were doing about caring our environment. Today we'll be learning about why is it important to care for the environment. There has been so many animals, those who are on the verge of extinction. So,
Ma'am, I have a
yes,
question. You have shared some documents in the Google Classroom.
yes, I did this in the Google Classroom because I just was searching for some nice innovative ways where we can protect our environment, and I just came through this, which I found out to be very wonderful. So I just want you to read it, not to memorize it, but then if the pointers, if you could kind of memorize and you can elaborate on by yourself, it would be very good. I'll be sharing it here also, but I just found that very useful. So that is why I just shared it in materials. Okay. What is it? I'll just explain it to you. Give me a minute. Yes. We were done. We're supposed to do one more page. We were done with the fill in the blanks, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. You are done.
Okay. So now what are we going to do is, okay, looking after our world. I want somebody to read this.
Ma'am, can I read?
Yes, please, beta.
Find out how humans have positive and negative effects of the environment.
Hmm.
The big idea. We can investigate the environment. How do scientists investigate the environment? We can investigate the environment in many ways. For example, we can count how many animals live in an area. This helps us to work out whether they are an endangered species. Ma'am, what is that?
Endangered species.
Yes, ma'am.
Endangered.
Ma'am, that one,
Organizations
Organizations.
such as the WWF, do this type of work. They have found out that some species are endangered to being lost forever. One of the animals the WWF has counted is the Bengal tiger. There are only one, ma'am, one.
1,850.
1,850.
That is 1,850 Bengal tigers alive.
alive. The Bengal tiger is one of the most endangered species in the world. It is on the red list. This means it this means it may become extinct. The Bengal tiger is endangered because a human wants the land where it lives. People need a place to live and are moving into the natural habitat of the tiger. This means that the tiger is fighting to survive. As the tigers live very close to humans, they are often killed by the people who live near to them. So the Bengal tiger is also endangered because of hunting.
Okay,
When we
perfect.
investigate a habitat, we need to think about a lot of things. For example, what plants and animals live in the habitat? How can we identify the animals and plants in the habitat? How many plants and animals are there in the habitat? What clues can we look for?
Yes. So here, what are we studying? We're studying that one animal that is called as Bengal tiger is being endangered. Why is that animal endangered? Just for our greedy uses, we want either to reside in the place where he lives, or for his skin, or might be for any other thing that we've been harming his habitat, and he's finding it difficult to adjust in a new habitat. What has happened? The Bengal tiger is eventually been an endangered species. Can you imagine? There are only less than 2,000 Bengal tigers alive. For some, status symbol, people also kill them. As is, you've heard of the term poaching. What is that? That we just, you just randomly go out
It's
for hunting, and then you kill some animals. So just for your fun, you're taking somebody's life, which will not only impact now, but will kind of shuffle the entire food chain. Is so alarming. Okay, so here what has been given, a Bengal tiger is endangered because humans want the land where it lives. People need places to live and are moving into the natural habitat of the tiger. We are just recklessly cleaning all the forest and all the jungles just to create some buildings. And what are we doing? We are moving into his place. This means the tiger is fighting to survive. As the tigers live very close to people, they were often killed by the people who live near to them. Just as to protect ourselves, what are we doing now? We are killing them also. But we did not think that we were the one who entered into that area. They are not the ones who've been entering into our area. Okay, so now everybody's asked, here you can kind of do an investigation of an habitat. Basically, what is an habitat? Habitat is an environment in which an animal or a bird or whatever, a plant would stay. Okay, why is that habitat suitable for it? Because it might get proper food, proper shelter, and it might also get a proper climate that is suitable to that animal. That is the only reason that the animal selects a particular habitat. See, we all are staying somewhere. Why are we staying at that places? Because we have proper food, proper shelter, and every other amenities that we think is suitable for us. That is the only reason we've selected a particular place to stay. It is same with the plants also. So when we learn about a habitat, what is the first question given here? What plants and animals live in the habitat? Suppose you want to study habitat. See, there are different habitats. If we say we study about aquatic habitat, so we have to just note it down that what different plants and animals are present in an aquatic habitat. So what plants and what animals will you find there? Any examples you can give me? about the plants and animals that you can find in an aquatic habitat?
Ma'am, plankton.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Algae.
plankton.
Yes. We've got
Algae.
algae and
Plankton.
what about the plants?
Fishes.
Ma'am, corals.
Yes, the corals. Perfect. Coral reefs, algae,
Also,
planktons.
Ma'am, zooplanktons.
Yes, planktons. Yes, perfect. So these are the different.
and also seaweeds.
What
Seaweeds.
beta?
Seaweeds.
Sea weeds.
Weeds. Yeah.
What are they? Can you please explain? Sea
Like,
weeds are
so like they are like weeds that are growing in the sea.
weeds. Okay, WEEDS. Are you trying to say that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I heard
seaweed.
weeds. Okay,
Hmm.
perfect. Yes. How can we identify the animals and plants in the habitat? How will we identify as if see there are generally two basic habitat. One is terrestrial, other is aquatic. Either the plant or animal will live on the land or they might reside in the water. So how will we identify them? Basically on the basis of these two distinction. Either they are terrestrial animal or plant or either they are an aquatic animal or plant. Okay, so what will be the answer for this question? How can we identify the animals and plants in a habitat? On the we can identify with the place where they reside, either on the land or in the water. How many plants and animals are there in the habitat? Like if we take an example of an aquatic habitat, like how many plants would there be? Many plants would there be few plants?
No, ma'am, there will be not like more than 3 plants because
Yes, there,
it is
I don't, we can't just determine the numbers, but yes, I could say that there will not be more number of different variety of plants or animals in each habitat. There will be only a limited number of plants and animals because again, because of the suitability, it might not suit. See, if I give an example of an elephant, it is a terrestrial animal which stays on the land. Can you imagine elephant staying in water? Will that be possible for him?
no.
No. Similarly, if there is a lotus I would say is a aquatic plant which generally grows near the the seashore, but that plant will not be able to thrive on the land. So again, there will be a limited number of plants and animals that might survive in a particular habitat. See again, if I go to a desert, there are only few animals that can adjust to that temperature. One is a camel. What about the plants? What plants do we find in a desert area?
Cactus.
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 Yes, so there
Mostly.
are generally, 2 to 3 plants or animals that can adjust into a particular habitat, not
Ma'am,
more animals. Yes, beta.
ma'am, in the YouTube, I saw that in the desert we found snakes also.
Snakes also. Yes, perfect.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And then what clues can we look for? Clues as in like what can be done so that we can support a life in that particular habitat. So there would be something now due to which those plants and animals live there. So you have to kind of just find the reasons that what could be the possible reasons that life has been existing even in water. So what could be the reason? It could be availability of food. It could be the right temperature. It could be proper.
Ma'am, it could be also that area is not that polluted.
Yes, definitely.
Like there's sea
Ma'am,
pollution
yeah,
and there's also like land pollution. So that
Perfect.
area
ma'am,
is not polluted.
Yes, perfect, Amina. Yes, Sarah.
ma'am, you can see sometimes the plant grows without our help. That from that, yes, now the squirrel and all put the seeds there and that grew.
Yes, germination. That is called as germination, where a sparrow or any bird will just kind of bring the seed somewhere and then the plant grows. But why does a plant grow? It finds a proper soil that is suitable, a proper temperature, some source of water also. That is the only reason that it is growing. So what happens? Why is this habitat important? Because all the needs are meeting in that particular environment. That is the only reason that habitat is important. Where are the boys? Boys are quiet. It seems I'm only taking, I'm just taking class for girls. There are no other people talking. It's either me.
Ma'am, only me and Sarah talking, like
Yes.
nobody
Why is it
else.
like that?
Ma'am, I
Everybody
think
else
they are
find it boring.
introverts.
I try and kind of explain science also in a very simple way. I don't think of making it very complicated with those proper definitions and all. Something that what matters is your understanding. Nobody after 20 years will ask you, give me a definition of a habitat. You only have to understand what a habitat is. That is more than enough, according to me, basically.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, and what is the last question? No, there are two questions left. What are the threats to the habitat? About the aquatic habitat, what are the threats?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
what means threat?
Sorry, beta, can
uh,
you please repeat it?
Ma'am, what is threat?
Threat is a danger. Dangers to the habitat.
ma'am, pollution and then
Yes.
encroachment of
Me?
into their habitats by humans, and then it can also
Ma'am, we
poaching.
use the animals for our greedy needs.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
And for cooking chicken biryani.
Fishes, so that we can consume them. Again, these factories have been releasing, those all the. It can also be the effluents, those chemical things, direct into water. Even sometimes these factories release hot, boiling water right into the rivers. Can you imagine somebody pouring hot? The water is not even 100 degrees.
And they pour oil in the
And
river.
pouring on your skin, what would happen to you? So can you imagine how damaged our aquatic ecosystem would become?
Man, they pour hot oil.
Factories. One more thing is that generally we see our farms and all are all located near a riverside, so that it can easily take in water from there. But what happens? We generally use insecticides or pesticides to protect our crop. What does this insecticide and pesticide contain? They contain some harmful
Ma'am,
chemicals in it. Yes, beta. And what will happen eventually when the water will run from the farm, it will enter into the sea, and all the chemical thing, all I would say the poisonous, pesticides and insecticides will enter into the river, and it will damage the aquatic system there also. So we are into different activities. What we can say, it could be either pollution, it could be hunting for our. Yes, Amina, please say.
There was like an example of like pollution in the sea, like in Pune there was a lake, and like many people, like nearby societies and nearby, like even there was a hospital that was just throwing the wastewater in that area instead of like going to the, what we call that name,
The proper disposal
aqua.
system. Yes, in
Yes, yeah,
spite of opting for that, it was very simple to throw it into the river.
yeah, so all the like nearby, like all the fishes were dead, and like the entire lake was like black, or it was really discolored.
Can you
And
tell me, do you remember the name of that lake or something?
it
Is
is
it
very
was
long.
it in Pune?
Like, yeah, it was in Pune, somewhere in Pune.
Okay, give me a second.
Ma'am, here
I
Google, and if I kind of get
one is
something, we all can see it instantly. Give me a second. Oh, that was in Pune only, right?
ma'am, can I show you
Yes,
in
somewhere in Pune, or I think so. It might. Yeah, it was Pune, perhaps. I really don't remember
ma'am,
because it was like long ago, so I just remembered it.
Okay,
Just
that's fine. I'll just kind of Google it, and if we all
ma'am,
can see,
here
yes,
is one
beta.
pond that is green color.
Okay, why has it pond turned into a green color pond? Is the
Ma'am,
water that
because
pure?
the people here always throw garbage inside it.
Yes, yes. Just because of throwing garbage into it, algae has
And ma'am, I can
all
see
over
you
it
also.
now.
This is near me.
All the ponds and stuff of water here are just brown.
Sorry, Manim, can you please repeat it, beta?
All the ponds and stuff of water at my place are just brown.
I do not get it.
I think so. She's saying that the ponds or the lake, something in the area of hers is brown.
Is what has happened to the lake?
Her,
It's
her
brown colored.
brown color.
Pretty much
Brown.
all of them are brown.
Yes, yes. Yes, that could be another effect of our activities where we are completely damaging somebody's habitat. Can you imagine somebody coming to your house and throwing garbage into it, putting all hot water into it, just catching you कि चाहिए मुझे तुम्हें खाना है चलो. Not acceptable.
Ma'am, that pond, can I show you?
Yes, yes. You want me to you want to
No, ma'am.
screen?
She is showing it right now.
Sarah, can
Ma'am,
you
can
please?
I see the pond green color?
Which pond are you showing? Oh, wow. Wow, that's so beautiful.
But it's green.
That is
Ma'am,
right
this is not
outside your house. Yeah.
But green. Still beautiful though.
It's beautiful, but like it's polluted. So
Yes, it's beautiful, but yet, because of our selfish activities, okay, I've got some images about the aquatic system that has been damaged in Pune. No offense to Pune, but then, yes. See, we all can see some images over here. Can you see this image? Can you see the amount of litters that we all have done? And how can a living thing survive here? Can we all go and survive?
Ma'am, the second image, most of the water at my place looks like that.
Yes, the ponds have been completely dried up, they've been damaged, and there is no water left that is even healthy. This looks so sad. You can see the amount of fishes, the aquatic things, the life over there has been damaged on a very large extent. It is a very easy way for factories to easily dispose the wastage in the rivers without even thinking once that we are doing something wrong to somebody's life. It's very heartening.
ma'am, like
Yes,
can
beta.
I say one thing?
Yes, please, beta.
The Bhopal gas tragedy.
Yes.
It's also another example.
Yes. What will happen? Like, do you know what happened in the Bhopal gas tragedy?
There was a factory and like there was a gas leakage in the factory, and till this date, like every newborn which is born there has some difficulty, like
Yes,
gets
it has
sick
some
because of the
deformities.
air. The air is still polluted. Like it happened in like I think it's in 1985 or something. Like in that only period of time it happened, and like it was like a huge tragedy, and many humans also died, like fishes, animals.
Definitely,
That's
What's it
definitely.
called again?
the Bhopal gas tragedy.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. The summing up, it's only 10:44. Write down 2 ideas about how we can protect the tigers. The animals, what we all can do. I just wanted to share the material that I've, but then it's already we are, we've just consumed all the time today. So we'll be doing this question. I'll be just keeping this question for my next session. Maybe not the next session because okay, do you want a revision about for the last 2 chapters or you want me to cut? But then Friday I have a lecture and Friday is an holiday, right? So we won't be able to do either revision.
Ma'am, why
Why
there is
Friday's
holiday?
holiday?
Friday?
Makar Sankranti on account of
Yes,
Makar Sankranti. Yes. So we won't be even able to see. I'm
Ma'am,
excited. Amana, you'll be flying kites.
I flew many kites.
Wow. That's
Ma'am,
nice.
here you will see. Ma'am, I will send you one video. Here you will see all the kites flying here
Wow.
there.
Please send it to me. I would love to see it. So then
Ma'am,
we'll
or
be
else I will.
sitting directly in our exams. Be prepared. See, we've got a 4-day weekend where you all can be prepared. Study thoroughly all your subjects. In case you have any doubt, you have my personal WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp me on it. You can call me. In case any doubts, please contact me. And then definitely we'll be discussing about this chapter in our next session. Okay?
Ma'am, food chain and electricity, right?
Yes, food chain and electricity. These are the 2 chapters that are going to be there.
Ma'am,
Will not
and
only be
the
MCQs.
it will form in Google or writing.
It will be
test.
a normal paper will be given in your Google Classroom, and then you're supposed to submit it back. Okay, we'll be posting it into your Google
Google
Classroom.
form.
Not
Google
to
form,
Google
right?
form. It will be given in the Google Classroom.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Study
not
that,
in
there
a
will be
written.
answers also. I will not make it difficult, but there will be short answers also. So be prepared. Just don't think there'll be only tick, tick, tick sort of questions. You're big students now and you are supposed to write also. Okay? Chalo. Bye. Take care. Have a good day ahead. Be safe.
Bye.
Study hard.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Yeah.
You will be having on Google Form.